Hey, hey.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
Shut my phone off. My son's in here in the other room. I'm like, are you okay? All right. How are you doing today?
I'm great.
How's
Just
everybody in your family? Everybody's well?
yeah, everybody's good. Yeah, we actually yeah, everybody's good. We closed on my mom's moving back to Kansas where I grew up, and we closed on her house yesterday, but she doesn't get possession of her house till June. So she actually moved in with us 2 days ago, and we have about another week of possession on her place. So we've been moving all of her belongings into our garage and storing it for her. And so we've all been together, and it's been good. We're quarantined, so we're no one can go anywhere. Um, so that's obviously forced us to just do things differently, which obviously we all appreciate now, and it's been good. It's good.
Well, I'm glad to
So
see you. I'm glad that you're well. So we'll give
yeah,
everybody some words of encouragement today, kind of let everybody know where I want to let everybody know where you are, of course, and
okay,
who you are, how they can find you. Kind of, I think we should give a kind of a rundown of what's going on there locally with you so we can compare markets and such, and then
sure.
give somebody or give everybody out there some encouragement. What are you guys doing to maintain through this? What are you encouraging your team to do, and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I watched your one yesterday with Joel, which was great. So
Good,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah, I think it's just great idea. So yeah,
You
have to
ready to go
bring it.
live?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let me click us on live on Facebook. I'm the most technically challenged person that you'll ever know. So it's crazy. I have to put my glasses on so I can see. It's like, all right, here we go. Let me do the countdown. Hold on, coming. Okay, we are live. Good morning, everybody. It is April 2nd. As y'all know, I have put a message out there that for the next, or the whole month of April, actually, we're going to do a Facebook Live every morning at 9 o'clock with either my friends, colleagues, both, or people in our industry or in this world that are just here to help and help you guys get through this kind of time of different times in the world and in the real estate industry. So today I have Kevin Schumacher with me. He is my friend from Colorado, also with me in EXP. And so Kevin's going to give us some insight as to what's going on in his local market and what they're doing to push through this and how he's encouraging his team and what he's doing personally. So good morning, Kevin.
Hi, Tricia. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I am well, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for being here. Tell everybody where you're at in Colorado. Please kind of name of your team, of course, so they can reach out to you if they have questions, and then what you're seeing there locally as far as real estate goes, please.
Sure. So Kevin Shoemaker team with eXp Realty, we pretty much work northern Colorado, which is sort of Loveland, Fort Collins, Greeley market, all the way to North Metro Denver. So we have about a 45-minute window drive time wise of the market that we serve in the Colorado Front Range. So we've been at it for 27 years now. And so we've seen some ups and downs through the years. We've been through the 9/11, the dot-com bubble, the 2008 mortgage crisis, and so forth. And so we've seen a lot of different trends. And I think that when we talk about the words and what we want to share with with agents and our team and agents that we support, it's really bringing some awareness to where we are today. And it's so easy to get caught up in the media and watch all of the different things that are going on, whether it's fatalities or this or that. But it's really supporting, controlling the content between your ears, as I always tell people, and really knowing your numbers. So when you are talking to your team, when you're talking to the consumer, you can give them the support that they need. Example. It's really important to know your numbers on the data today. So in the Colorado Front Range, when we look at Denver Metro, there's only about 25 days inventory on the market. And in Northern Colorado, it's about 45 days inventory on the market
Wow.
today. Right. Compared to, your average market of 5 to 6 months,
Right.
to be sort of that balance. So,
Yeah.
so really letting the consumer know that. And when you compare, in one market as an example, the Greeley market, which is where I started in 1994, is the Greeley market today, we have about 45 days inventory compared to in 2008 in the mortgage crisis, there were 1,650 homes on the market. So you compare the two, there's no way everyone thinks we're going to have this big bubble and how the prices are going to go down. There's no way that we can compare it to 2008.
No.
If you compare it to the dot-com bubble, we were still, if you look at those 2 years, 2000 to 2002, there's 6 to 8% appreciation through those 2 years in that recession that we went through. So it's just much different. And I think when you know your numbers and you can share that with the consumer and with your team and have a plan and a strategy, that's really important. And so that's really the message that, one of the messages that we're sending out to the consumer. And it's, I know, you had on Joel yesterday, which was great. And he had a lot of, words of wisdom, and obviously we want to be encouraging. And one of the things we're telling our sellers is obviously if you're going to sell in the next, 60 days, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, there's a lot of things that you can do today to get ready and be prepared. It's a lot of times sellers are calling, as you know, Tricia, that you do the walkthrough and you're like, okay, you need to declutter this, you need to pack up your seasonals, we need to work on staging, a little painting, a little carpet, whatever those things are. Well, they usually have to do that within a week or two.
Yeah.
Now's the opportunity with the self-isolation and the lockdown, at least that we're in, they have the opportunity to actually do that at a little lower stress level and be a little better prepared.
So there in your market, are you guys still going out on appointments? Are y'all still showing homes? How are y'all doing that there?
We are still going on appointments. We're doing a lot of things virtually. We are considered an essential service, so we do have the ability to go out. But CAR, the Colorado Realtors Association, they're basically telling us, they're discouraging us to go out on appointments unless it's crucial. If you have somebody moving in, they want us to help them, but if somebody's going to move in the next 6 to 12 months, they're discouraging us to do that. So we are doing a lot of things virtually. We're educating. We're doing a lot of things like you are, where we're doing everything online, and we're doing a lot of Zoom calls and so forth. And it's, I don't want to say it's business as usual, but we're still working forward.
Do you find the sellers are reluctant to having you come in their homes?
Yes and no. We're still seeing consistent inventory hit the market, but the precautions are different. So an example, we, like others, we're having people sign disclosures. So the seller signs a disclosure, listing agent, buyer's agent, and the buyers basically stating that they've not been exposed. They haven't been out of the country in 14 days or come across anybody in 14 days. Sellers are leaving the lights on in the property. If it's vacant, then we'll go over 5 minutes early, use a disinfectant cloth, open the door, turn lights on. We let the clients in, staying within our distance. They go through the home, and then we have a discussion outside or over the phone.
So for you guys, like you were saying, looking back at 2008, the numbers then versus now, what a huge difference. I mean, for you, basically, this is kind of just like a pause where you have no inventory at all anyway. If anything, you need to hurry up and get some houses on the market.
Absolutely. And it's, I go back many a times over the last couple of years, and I'm like, man, if the world would just pause for a second so I could just get caught up for a couple of days. and that's where that's where we're at now. It's like, wow, we're playing catch up. So it's not as frantic. So we're really just making sure we're going through, making sure that we have all the systems and processes tweaked and ready to go. And as somebody said yesterday, if you look at the 9 months or so remaining in the year, there's still people that are going to buy and sell homes. We're just going to be doing it probably in more of a condensed 6-month time frame.
Yeah. And they're in your market where you don't even have inventory. I mean, that's a blessing. Here in Houston, we do have a housing inventory shortage as well. Ours is somewhere between 4 and 6 months of inventory. For us, that is a low inventory. But for you, oh my gosh, you are in dire need of inventory. We
definitely are. We are. And if you look at, we've had anywhere from 10 to as much as 18% appreciation over the last couple of years. So we have home sellers that are sitting on an enormous amount of equity. And so when you look at interest rates as low as they are, there are a lot of sellers that are positioning themselves to take advantage of that equity position, maximizing that, doing that move up or move down and taking advantage of low rates. So there's still a lot of opportunities out there.
So in your local market, do you see other brokerages pulling back, retracting, not trying to get out there and be an encourager, be out there for their team, just kind of silent right now?
You know, that we have 40,000 agents in Colorado. And so it's interesting because some of the, I don't want to say competitors, you can call them competitors, acquaintances that used to have a large voice and you would see them out a lot are quiet. It's like a ghost town. You're like, where did they go?
Yeah.
And then you see others that are out there and, you know, they are the voice of encouragement. So I think there's a combination, and you look at the average age, I'd say, I don't know the exact numbers, but there is a high percentage of agents that have got in the business in the last 3, 5, 6 years, and they've never been through anything like this.
Right.
And, you know, so when you look at the curves, and I remember, you know, our friend Jay Kinder would always say is when the market's adjusting, you have to be ahead of the curve or you're going to be chasing it downward. And I'm not saying we're going down by any means, but you, again, have to know your numbers and you have to have a plan and a strategy.
You do. And so for your team and your organization, what is your strategy, if you don't mind sharing, for the next 30, 60, 90 days based on what's going on right now?
Sure. So a couple of things we're doing. I know that you know, everyone's always done testimonials, and people will say, well, you know, give me a Zillow review or this or that. And in the past, we've always when we look at video, we've always tried to perfect everything. And when you look at today, like we're doing with the Zoom call now, the Zoom call is sort of the new norm right now. And so what we're doing actually is Zoom testimonials. And so with our Zoom testimonials, what it allows us to do is I'll call a client, I'll get that testimonial. We'll then be able to post that review, and it's a voice from the consumer that is sharing, no different than when we go on Amazon or anything else. People look at that. They look at the reviews because they want to know who they're working with, especially people that are moving into the market.
Yes.
They want to know that, you know, you do have a plan and a strategy. So that's one of the things that we're doing, is just really reinforcing the consumer that, you know, we are the brand and the people that can get it done. And then also what we've done is we've taken some of those multiple videos, we've created like a sizzle reel. And so we'll put that out, and you know, we have a pipeline of clients and people, consumers that are going to be moving in the next 6, 12 months. We're sharing it with them as well. Just again, assuring them that you know, that we are the people in the market, the team in the market that can take really good care of them. So that's one of the things that we're doing. Another thing that we're doing, and it sounds simple, but this is really helpful for a lot of new to even seasoned agents, is social proofing. So
Okay.
How many times have you ever somebody said, hey, I'm working with this agent in, let's say it's a reload market, and I'm working with this agent in Texas, their name is so and so. So I Google them trying to find them, and they're with 3 different companies online. It's like, because they've never changed their profiles.
Oh my gosh.
Their phone numbers are different. Their emails are inconsistent. So, so it's like, if I was to Google you, what would I find? What is out there? And so really going through that, looking at all your different profiles in your databases and so forth as well. So again, just all of the little things that you need to do to represent yourself and your team in a better fashion.
That's awesome. I haven't heard anyone talk about that yet. I love that.
Yeah, it's not many agents do it, but it goes a long ways.
So what could be one tip? Would that be a tip that you would give everybody they could do, say, the next 30 days to push through this?
Yeah, you know, definitely. I would say, you know, hit the testimonials. I would say, you know, do the social proofing, but also now's the time. And again, for a lot of, you know, we're helping a lot of our agents where, you know, they've been afraid of video or things like that. Now more than ever is an opportunity for them to do like a market trends video. That's what we consistently do to our database every month. And it's a simple video that we're going over the absorption rates in the front range. We use our friend Steve Harney and with Keeping Current Matters, we use some of their data, and just really sharing what the trends are going to be in the market, and really coming from a place of informing and letting the consumer know, here's the information, because otherwise they're speculating and they're basing their decisions off speculation versus they're basing their decisions off having solid information.
I love that.
So
I think you guys have it going on there. I love that you have no inventory. I think you're sitting in a great position. How can anybody that's there in your local market or anywhere, how can they find you?
Absolutely. So they can always hit us up on Messenger on Facebook is the easy way, kevinsellsco.com. We support a lot of our agents on livelifeonoffense.com, where we have all kinds of different training and material that and just resources that we put out to everybody. So however we can be supportive and help, we're always here.
I love it. Thanks for being here, Kevin.
Thanks, Tricia. Take care.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
See you.